Nursery, rap, 2019, yeah, Mother Goose letting loose, bet you heard about it, yeah, look, hey, bet you heard about the 3 pig brothers that was beefing with a big bad wolf, talking mad dog, eating all the creatures, giving everybody grief and having everybody shook. Plotting up a scheme, first pig made a little house out of straw, just somewhere that he could hold up. Thought he was a smart chop, then his heart dropped. When he looked, then he saw the bad wolf roll up, yelling at him like, "Pig, you know who it is, it's bad and big, the jig is up. Your crib, it sucks, I'm kinda lacking for patience, so let me in or I'm breaking. I got a craving for bacon, let's make it quick, you dig?" Nah, pig said, "I ain't gonna let you in," and I put that on my chinny chin. Wolf said, "Bet," took a step back and blew the whole house down, breath like a gale force wind. Pig ran off to his brother's house, who made another house, and told him everything the wolf done. His brother said, "I'm sorry for your loss, but you paid the cost when you made a straw house and not a wood one. But don't slouch though, I got room on the couch, bro, and my fridge stocked up so we can hold up." They thought they had the game tight, but they were made frightful, because of course the bad wolf showed up, me yelling at them like, "Pigs, you know who it is, it's bad and big, the jig is up. Your crib, it sucks, just open up or it's trouble. I'll turn your house into rubble. I got a passion for pork that won't quit, you dig?" Nah, pig said, "We ain't gonna let you in," and we put that on our chinny chins. Wolf said, "Cool." Deep breath, blew the house down like his lungs making hurricane winds. Pigs ran off in a panic. They couldn't understand it. They thought the wood was gonna stay strong. They showed up to the third brother brick house, hoping they could stay safe and wouldn't have to stay long. The third pig let them in quick, didn't wanna waste no time when they told him how it went south. It only took a couple days for that big crazy wolf was yelling from the street with his big mouth, talking about, "Pigs, you know who it is. I already busted up the last 2 cribs, no sweat. Bet against me and you lose your bet. Open up and I'ma eat you, that's a promise, no threat." Pig said, "Dog, we ain't scared of you. This house is built better than the rest of you. Not messing with the structural integrity. If you think it that tough, take your best puff. Bet you find out that it's something you ain't better than." Wolf said, "Dang it."